superhero strawberry pig. Even though he's not very big, but it's fun and eats lots of hay. Crazy little pig saves the day. With a cape and a mask, you need help, just call and ask for the superhero strawberry pig. Superhero strawberry pig. Superhero strawberry pig.
Hi there, Tutu and Mr. Sweet Potato here to share a truly Wild West story. In the quiet burrows and bustling treetops of Whiskerpool, peace was as sweet and steady as the morning breeze, until the day the fruit went missing. The town's critters, well, they chattered with confusion, and suspicion was dangling like low-hanging plums. But at the center of it all, Steve Sloth, slow-moving and mysteriously sticky pod, with tensions ripening and friendships on the line. Well, we'll see Superhero Strawberry Pig and Super Bunny Joyce step forward, not to fight, but to mediate. And so begins this tale of accountability, community, and the wild, wobbly path to make things right.
Welcome to Whiskerpool, a Wild West town bustling with activity. There's Mayor Betsy Bear, always ready to lend a helping paw. Superhero Strawberry Pig, the guinea pig with a heart as big as the prairie. And Super Bunny Joyce, the clever bunny with a knack for big ideas. Who's the brewin, folks? So saddle up for an adventure.
Yeehaw.
Well, I'm telling you, every morning I stack my apples like a fruity fortress, and by noon, poof! Either I've got invisible customers, or my fruits developed legs and a thirst for adventure. I've even tried hiring a security cat, but she just sleeps all day, and whatever, I like cats. Mr. Sweet Potato and Super Bunny Joyce, you've always turned into superheroes at just the right time to help Whiskerpool in our times of need. That's why today I'm deputizing you both. You're now official Wild West superheroes with shiny badges. We'll find the culprit, Mayor. You can count on us. And we'll make sure everyone can sleep peacefully again. And as deputy, I'd like to deputize you too with this gold star. Now you can come along with Superhero Strawberry Pig and me to solve this rootin, tootin, fruitin, lootin mystery. Out in Whiskerpool where the tumbleweeds roll, critters cry out, we need law and control. The town's in a fix, I sing my deputy song. The critters saw a sloth and now our fruit is all gone. Whoa, in the wild, wild Whiskerpool West, I'm a law-abiding bunny superhero on a quest. Critters to take, keep your peaches so close. That slow-handed bandit, he likes peaches the most. I used to just nibble that chortle and dream, but now I am the sheriff, my new job, so it seems. Bananas they are missing and some apples are gone, so I'm looking for a sneaky little sloth who's gone wrong. Gonna find me a sloth, gonna show the little critter who's boss. But first we'll all talk it out, that'll clear everything up with no doubt. Whiskerpool Mayor Betsy Bear is upset. The town wants to catch a little sloth with a net. But critters all on Twitter can't be calm and collected. Their ability to think has been totally affected. I'm Sheriff Sweet Potato, I'll sort it out. Let's talk into the sloth will clear it up with no doubt.
The critters all gathered, they're losing their cool. As the mayor, I must enforce the Whiskerpool rule, that all critters, big and small, are treated the same, with kindness and compassion, never hatred or blame. No nets and no chase, just talking it through. It's the Whiskerpool way, it's what we all like to do.
Gonna find me a sloth, gonna show the little critter who's boss. But first we'll all talk it out. Well, that'll clear everything up with no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. With a blur of capes and determination, Superhero Strawberry Pig and Super Bunny Joyce dashed towards Peter Pig's bustling general store, ground zero for the baffling, vanishing fruit mystery. The air buzzed with clues, chatter, and the scent of something suspiciously fruity. Sorry, little sloth. Looks like we caught you red-handed with your hand in the fruit bin. we're gonna have to take you down to the courthouse because you can't take bananas without asking.
So off they went to Whiskerpool Courthouse to see Judge Sandy Squirrel.
Deputies, what valor and bravery. How did you find the alleged little thief so quickly?
Well, Judge Sandy Squirrel, he is a sloth, so it wasn't that hard.
As acting judge of Whiskerpool, I hereby convene an emergency Whiskerpool hearing.
A few days later,
In the matter of Stephen S. Sloth versus the town of Whiskerpool, this court orders mediation to resolve this dispute fairly and peacefully. Mr. Sloth, do you have anything to say?
No, Judge. Guilty as charged. But I do want to talk to the superheroes, so I think it's fine that they'll be the mediators.
Thank you, Mr. Sloth. I appoint Superhero Strawberry Pig and Super Bunny Joyce as co-mediators. Superheroes, you are to hear from Mr. Sloth and any critters affected by the alleged fruit looting and help all parties find a solution fit for Whiskerpool justice.
Joyce and I accept your appointment, Your Honor,
and we'll do our best to help everyone fur, feather, or scale to come to an understanding. The next day, Superhero Strawberry Pig and Super Bunny Joyce, clipboard and snacks in paw, called a town hall mediation. Critters gathered with furrowed brows and half-eaten fruit, grumbling about mysteriously vanished peaches and suspiciously slippery bananas.
Good morning, friends of Whiskerpool. I'm Superhero Strawberry Pig, and alongside the ever-wise Super Bunny Joyce, I'm here to help guide us toward a fruitful, not just fruity, resolution. Steve Sloth, thank you for showing up today, and critters of the town who had fruit stolen, your voices matter too. We're not here to judge, but to understand what happened and how we can restore both trust and tasty harmony to our Whiskerpool. Let's listen with open hearts and perhaps a few growling bellies.
Thank you, Superhero Strawberry Pig, and thank you, friends, for joining us with courage and curiosity. Here in this happy circle of healing, we'll take one gentle step at a time toward understanding, fairness, and maybe even forgiveness if our hearts are ready. I'm curious, Steve, why have you been stealing all this fruit?
Well, I was trying to help my woodland friends. Since the town built the new dam, the Whiskerpool forest has dried out. There's barely any food left for the animals who live there. They're hungry, and I didn't know how else to help them.
Oh, Steve, you should have come to us. Whiskerpool's a friendly town, and we're all here to help each other. Superhero Strawberry Pig, why are you weaking so loudly?
Yeah, he has 3 toes. And this week he's hairless, except for his nose. Squeaking, does he want greens? So that he can make more black jelly beans. My guinea pig is squealing, driving me insane. I love taters with legs, so I guess I'm to blame. Oh, I love taters with legs, so I guess I'm to blame. I love this cute little dude, though his tail manners can sometimes be rude. But he's got the best superpowers. Now here he solves conflicts in minutes, not hours. My guinea pig is squealing, driving me insane. I love taters with legs, so I guess I'm to blame. Oh, I love taters with legs, so I guess I'm to blame.
Well, Joyce, I've been weaking to get everyone's attention. We have some really important information now that Steve Sloth has explained why he took the fruit, and I would love for Mayor Betsy Bear to weigh in on this.
We built the dam so the new train could get through to town, so we could get fresh fruits and veggies delivered to our general store. Now that we know the woodland creatures are suffering, I think we should try to figure out a solution. That's great. Steve, I do think you shouldn't have taken that fruit. You could have asked. But now that we know the reason why, maybe we could work together. Hey, Peter Pig, since you run the general store, do you agree and do you have any ideas? Yes, I completely agree. The forest critters are my friends and neighbors, too. Maybe we could ask Judge Sandy Squirrel to help. Steve Sloth, does this sound like a good idea to you?
You're all right. I'm sorry, everyone. Yes, let's talk to the judge. She is very wise.
So the superheroes scheduled a meeting with Judge Sandy Squirrel, and everyone attended. Stephen Sloth, Peter Pig, and all the critters of Whiskerpool.
So how did the mediation go, Superhero Strawberry Pig and Super Bunny Joyce?
Well, Judge, we resolved some things, but we may need you to weigh in on others. Steve Sloth apologized for taking the fruits and veggies, and Peter Pig has forgiven him. But Steve Sloth says the reason he took the fruits and veggies is because our new dam dried up the forest, and now all the animals are very, very hungry without the nuts and berries that used to grow there.
Well, that is enlightening. I think we need to find a way to keep our lovely train so we could get fruits and veggies delivered. But what if we made some of the water flow back into the forest? It would cost us some money, but would the town be willing?
Your Honor, if I may, the town doesn't have to spend a lot of money. As a guinea pig, I know many residents of the forest, and I'm especially good friends with the beavers. There are hundreds of them in the woods, and they're excellent workers. I'm sure they would do the work on the dam for free, and I can pay them in leftover fruits and veggies from the store. Oh, and Steve Sloth, how about I hire you to help me in the store? You obviously know a lot about fruits and veggies.
Really? That would be amazing. Thank you all so very much on behalf of me and all the forest creatures.
Oh, no. Thank you, Steve. You brought a serious matter to our attention, and we will have a better Whiskerpool now because of it.
Worked out really well, Super Bunny Joyce, don't you think?
Yup, everyone learned how good and thoughtful communication is the key to a happy Whiskerpool. Pig and Bunny away!
And so, peace returned to Whiskerpool. Steve apologized for taking the fruit and made up for it by being the best general store assistant ever. And the townsfolk came together to build a solution for the forest animals, ensuring everyone would have enough to eat. Superhero Strawberry Pig and Super Bunny Joyce hung up their badges now that the town was safe again, returning to their usual superhero duties. And remember, kids, solving problems is about talking things out, helping each other, and thinking about how our actions affect others. And that's what makes Whiskerpool the friendliest and happiest town in the Wild West. Right, Mr. Sweet Potato? Bye-bye.
Friends and neighbors of Whiskerpool, I'm George, Steve Sloth's more handsome twin brother. Stress got you down? Join the thousands of satisfied loafers who've gained security through my course, Dynamic Moping. For only $49.99, you can join the millions of mopers happily not attending our webinars. Here is a sampling of the great trainings you'll get. The history of moping, with an added bonus, our inspiring slogans such as, "I'll never be able to do it." People would laugh. "I'll just sit here. I gotta go wash my socks, and I won't have any fun." In our free newsletter, The Mopers Monthly, you'll find inspiring articles such as, "I moped my way into sluggish complacency in only 7 months. the do's and don'ts for successful napping, and a special self-help bonus section, how I started moping in my basement part-time and made absolutely nothing. And if you act now, you'll receive a free pass to the International Moping Championships with a free upper grandstand seat. Our keynote will be Willard Dolt addressing tactical mopability, the key to survival. Don't miss this opportunity. Get in on it now before you pay your taxes. Go for that extra step down the ladder, conquer anxiety, and relax your way to obscurity in the self-contained knowledge that you haven't done a thing all day. So how can you feel guilty, owe anyone money, or have forgotten to return a lawnmower you borrowed and allegedly sold? You can make it to the bottom slowly.
In the town of Whiskerpool, there's a scene that's really cool. A sweet potato and a bunny and disputes to make it sunny. The heroes of the heart solving troubles at the start. The other telling you not to fight. Use your words to make it right. A potato with legs and powers and a mass. Sweet potato and joy stuck 'em running if you ask. A world full of peace where the neighbors all unite. So let's all cheer 'em on all day and all night. They're the heroes of the heart solving troubles from the start. With smiles so bright they can help you make it right. So when you're in a quarrel and you start feeling blue, a bunny and potato with legs will help you. Superhero, strawberry pig, and Joyce. Weak, 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 make a noise. Superhero, strawberry pig, and Joyce. Weak, 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 weak. Yeah, make a noise. Make a noise, y'all. Weak, weak. Weak, weak, y'all. Pig out.
Howdy!